the small, sleepy town of Willow Creek, nothing much ever happened. The streets were quiet, the people went about their routines, and excitement seemed like a far-off dream. But for 12-year-old Sam, the world was brimming with possibilities. He was a dreamer, always imagining adventures beyond the rolling hills and forests that surrounded his home. One rainy afternoon, while exploring the forest, Sam stumbled upon something extraordinary. Tucked away behind a thick wall of vines, he discovered a rusty iron door embedded in the ground. The handle was shaped like a book, and etched above it were the words, "Knowledge is the greatest power of all." Sam's heart raced. Without hesitation, he pulled the door open and descended a spiral staircase that seemed to go on forever. At the bottom, he found himself in a vast underground library. Towering shelves stretched endlessly, filled with books that shimmered as if they were alive. The air smelled of parchment and magic. As Sam wandered, he noticed a glowing book sitting on a pedestal in the center of the library. Its title read, "The Forgotten Curse." He hesitated, but felt an irresistible pull. When he opened the book, a burst of light filled the room, and words began to float off the pages. Suddenly, a voice spoke. "Ah, a curious mind. Just what we need." Sam spun around to see a floating quill with a glowing tip hovering near him. "I'm Quilliam," it said with a bow, "the guardian of this library. And you, my young friend, have awakened something very old and very dangerous." Sam gulped. "What do you mean?" Quilliam explained that the library wasn't just a collection of books. It was a portal to countless worlds. Each book held a story that could come to life. But long ago, one book, The Forgotten Curse, was written to seal away a dark power that threatened to destroy everything. By opening it, Sam had begun to release that power. "Now you must fix it," Quilliam said gravely. "You must retrieve the missing pieces of the curse's seal. Without them, the curse will spread and consume Willow Creek and eventually the whole world." Sam's best friend, Emma, soon joined him. She had been searching for him when she saw the door in the forest. "What have you gotten us into now?" she asked, half amused, half worried. Together, they began their quest. Quilliam explained that the missing seal pieces were scattered across different books in the library, and they would have to enter the stories to retrieve them. First adventure, the Kingdom of Whispers. Sam and Emma's first journey takes them to the mysterious Kingdom of Whispers, a once thriving medieval kingdom now trapped under a strange, eerie silence. The skies above are a pale gray, and the streets are desolate, lined with crumbling cobblestones and empty market stalls. The castle at the heart of the kingdom looms ominously, its towers casting long shadows. As they explore, a soft whisper seems to follow their every step, carried by an unseen wind. This isn't just any silence, it's alive, almost like a living entity. The air feels heavy with secrets and magic. Sam and Emma discover the kingdom's plight. A powerful sorcerer has stolen the voices of the townsfolk, locking them away in magical orbs to control the land. Inside the sorcerer's dark and foreboding riddle chamber, they're confronted with glowing symbols on the walls and a booming voice that challenges their wit and courage. The sorcerer, draped in a flowing black cloak with fiery eyes, presents riddles that seem unsolvable. But Sam and Emma, with their teamwork and Quilliam's clever guidance, manage to outwit the sorcerer. The magical orbs are shattered, releasing the voices back to the kingdom and lifting the oppressive silence. The townsfolk cheer, and the first piece of the magical seal emerges, glowing and waiting to join the book. The grateful people bid farewell to Sam and Emma as they prepare for their next adventure. Second adventure, the Desert of Endless Time. Their next adventure takes them to the Desert of Endless Time, a vast expanse of golden dunes that stretch as far as the eye can see. The sun blazes in a crimson sky, creating an intense, otherworldly glow. The sand shifts and moves as though alive, and a faint hum echoes through the air, hinting at the powerful magic hidden beneath. At the heart of this desert lies a legendary maze, Known as the Maze of Shifting Sand, the walls of the maze are alive, constantly reshaping and reconfiguring themselves to confuse intruders. As Sam and Emma approach, they meet a mystical fox with shimmering silver fur and eyes that glimmer with intelligence. The fox, a guardian of the maze, offers to guide them, but only if they prove their worth through a test of kindness and trust. With the fox leading the way, they navigate the shifting walls, solve puzzles hidden within the maze, and avoid magical traps. Deep inside, they discover the Hourglass of Eternity, a relic that controls the flow of time. The hourglass is protected by a powerful enchantment, requiring Sam and Emma to work together to dismantle it without disturbing the delicate sands inside. When they succeed, the second piece of the magical seal appears, glowing brighter than before. As they leave, the fox bids them farewell, its form shimmering into the wind like a mirage. Sam and Emma take a deep breath, ready to face the final challenge. Final adventure? The Sky Realm of Lumina. The final adventure brings Sam and Emma to the breathtaking Sky Realm of Lumina. This is a world above the clouds, where floating islands drift lazily under a brilliant golden sky. Stars twinkle faintly, even in daylight, and glowing bridges of light connect the islands. The air is filled with a faint hum of magic, and everything feels surreal, as though stepping into a dream. The seal piece they seek is protected by a majestic dragon, perched high in a cave made of glittering crystals on the largest floating island. The dragon, with its shimmering scales of blue, gold, and silver, watches over the realm with both power and wisdom. It's deep. Rumbling voice challenges Sam and Emma to prove their courage and determination to reach the dragon's lair. Sam and Emma must cross fragile, light bridges that shift and tremble under their weight. They also encounter glowing spirit creatures that test their bravery by confronting them with their own fears. Each challenge strengthens their resolve, bringing them closer to the dragon's cave. When they finally stand before the dragon, it is both awe-inspiring and intimidating. The dragon is not cruel, but is deeply protective of the seal piece, testing their intentions. Sam and Emma's sincerity, courage, and teamwork convince the dragon of their worthiness. It hands over the final piece of the seal, imparting a lesson about using power wisely and for the good of all. As they leave the Sky Realm, the dragon soars overhead, releasing a thunderous roar of approval. The last seal piece glows, and the book is finally complete, ready to fulfill its purpose. A brilliant light filled the library as the curse was sealed away once more. The book stopped shimmering, the library grew calm, and Quilliam smiled. "You've done it," he said. "You've saved Willow Creek and much more than that." As a reward, Quilliam granted them access to the library anytime they wished, on one condition: they must use the knowledge and stories to help others. Back in Willow Creek, Sam and Emma felt like heroes, but they didn't tell anyone about their adventure. The library remained their secret, a place of wonder and magic they could return to whenever the world needed them. And so, the secret library remained hidden, its stories safe, its power intact thanks to the brave kids who proved that knowledge, courage, and kindness could change the world. Moral of the story: knowledge is the greatest treasure we have. It can open doors to unimaginable adventures, solve the greatest problems, and make the world a better place. But it takes courage, teamwork, and a kind heart to use it wisely.